Friday Night Showcase. Sponsored by WSN Live streaming made easy.
For the first time in 2022, welcome to the News 25 Friday Night Showcase, where everything is brand new. New season, new theme music, new Ansley.
Hello.
And then same old Jeff.
Yeah, sorry.
Whatever.
And how can we forget new state champions?
That's right.
Picayune, fresh off winning its first gold ball since 2013, and still riding that maroon tide wave of being on top for the last 9 months.
Yeah, Ansley, but now everybody else wants to be the team that knocks off the reigning champs on their quest for a repeat, starting with the always dangerous Poplarville Hornets hosting Picayune in a battle for Pearl River County. Tied winners of the last 4 against Poplarville, and here's our first look at senior running back Dante Dowdell, committed to Oregon back in May, looking fly in those green jerseys, but not a fan of the color green on this night. Solid gain near side, and then finishing what he started, plowing into the end zone right side, touchdown tied, the first touchdown on Poplarville's new turf field, 7-0 visitors. Ensuing drive, Hornets trying to get something going. Maurice Travis, left side, and that's a classic wing tee run by the senior. Now Poplarville's mascot, of course, is the Hornets, but right here, it's Picayune's defense swarming to the ball. Nyquist Ratcliffe first on the scene, and Marion Tyson right behind him, already getting a little chippy. Second quarter now, Maroon Tide driving once again. This time, it's the other Division I running back, Chris Davis, the Lightning to Dowdell's Thunder. Same drive, Tide going for it on 4th down, and this is what you classify as a whoopsies, toss nowhere close to Dowdell. He falls on it, but it's ball back to the home team. Perhaps the momentum starting to shift. Psych, another fumble on the very next play, and the team in white is all over it. Nathan Hickman is like, look at me, I have a football. So after all that, the Tide right back where they started, except now they have first down, and the future Oregon Duck playing a game of duck, duck, goose. It's going to be a quack down, touchdown Dowdell right into your living room. His second of the game, second of the season, 14-0 Tide midway through the second and 21-0 at the half. Poplarville battling back in the second half, but it's too little too late. Picayune wins 21-7. Well, that was fun, but probably not quite as much fun you had covering your alma mater in your very first regular season game.
Yes, well, absolutely. A little bit of a house-divided situation because obviously I want our coast teams to do well.
Obviously.
But at the end of the day, I'm a black and gold kind of gal. So here we go. Oak Grove hosting Harrison Central in the first game of the Port City Bowl Classic. Gulfport and George County to follow after this game. First quarter, quarterback A.J. Maddox will throw to Jaquarius Gray, but defensive back Carryon Jones making sure he doesn't go any further. But that's not the last big hit. Stay tuned. Harrison Central now at the ball. And quarterback Christian Turner works his magic and locates his receiver Amari Garner. Wow, that was a beautiful play for the Red Rebels. Oak Grove responds now in the second quarter. Maddox with a very, very long ball. Excuse me, Mr. Ref. Warrior receiver Talon Watts comes down with it, and the Warriors keep fighting. Hey Jeff, remember that big hit I mentioned earlier?
I think so.
Well, here we go. Oak Grove with the onside kick, and
Whoa.
boom! They recover the ball. Possession stays with the Warriors. A close battle between the two, but Oak Grove ends on top with a final score of 18-15.
All kinds of good rivalry games in week 1. Pascagoula hosting Moss Point, and yet another rendition of the Battle of the Cats. First quarter, Tigers start the game with a quick 3-and-out. That only gets worse as the Tigers snap the ball right over the punter's head, giving the Panthers great field position for their first drive. But did the Panthers take advantage of the turnover? You betcha, as it only takes them 4 plays to put the ball in the end zone with a quick pass from Silas Porter to Jacoby and May. This gives Pascagoula a quick 7-0 lead with 7.5 minutes left in the first. On to the kickoff after the drive, and again, it looks like the special teams are still suffering from what we're going to call maybe some week 1 jitters. I don't know. Ball sky high into that pretty Pascagoula skyline, but it's muffed. Unfortunately for them, they're following the simple jump on the ball rule, avoiding a costly turnover. After that, Gula deciding to break out the big guns, and by big guns, we mean Ole Miss commit Jamarius J.B. Brown, who does what he does best, puts bodies on the ground. Unfortunately for the Panthers, holding is the call. Gotta hate when that happens. And moving forward, Panthers looking like they continue to have the edge right now on top, 20-12 in the fourth quarter.
Back to the west, let's check out the Oyster Bowl. Long Beach hosting Pastorstan on its first brand new game on the first field. First quarter, Long Beach makes some noise at first as quarterback Sage Clare pumps once, pumps twice, and locates Ramari Colo as he just keeps going and going and going. But sadly for the Bearcats, that lead does not last long. Pastorstan quarterback hands it over to Jaquez Alexander Dido, who gets caught, but Long Beach could not stop him. He keeps going with his eyes on the prize and scores eventually for the Pirates. Look at him go. You'll see him again. Just a little heads up. But hey, that's okay. The cheerleaders are still doing their thing. Give them some credit where credit is due. All right, here we go. He says, hey, you did a good job. Let's give it to you again. He goes, and he goes, scores again. And that is something that Pastorstan keeps doing all night long.
Is it scoring?
Hey, scoring and scoring and scoring.
Alexander had 4 of these touchdowns.
Oh, yes, he did. And the final of that game was 56-20.
All right, well, one of the best games of the entire 2021 high school football season was the very first game of the season.
Correct. Ocean Springs taking Blake Pinnock's Florida team into a double overtime on a Thursday and winning 45-44, setting the tone for what turned out to be a perfect regular season.
Yeah, Ansley and the Greyhounds didn't even play another one-possession game until the second round of the playoffs. So what will Coach Pennick and his Greyhounds do against Clinton? Recapping some Thursday night lights, just in case you missed it yesterday. First quarter, no score. Jordan Battle hits Juan Taylor over the middle. First down for the Arrows, but the Ocean Springs defense doing its thing, holding tough. Later, after a blocked punt, Jacoby Calvin using his muscles to score the first touchdown of the 2022 season. Fake extra point, no good though, 6-0 home team. Second quarter now, Bray Hubbard says playtime is over. The Alabama commit takes the designed run left side and putting the shoulder pads to good use. First down run for the senior. A few plays later, Hubbard putting the dual threat dime piece of a fade route throw to Bryson Smith, and he's got it. Touchdown Ocean Springs, first of the year for OS and the first of the year for the sophomore transfer from Petal. 7-6 Greyhounds. They go into the half leading 14-6, and they would pour it on late. Ocean Springs looking like a serious contender once again. Palindrome final score from the Metro, 31-13. OS now 1-0. And let's get a quick check on some of these other scores from across the Gulf Coast. This one, we advertised it earlier, starting very late. So early in the second quarter here at last check, George County leading 7-6 at Milner Stadium in Gulfport. And then East Central 21-17 win in the Shrimp Bowl at Biloxi. That's a big one to start the year. Hancock 35 over Pearl River Central, 35-0 that is. West Harrison, big win there for them, 28-7 over Bay High. Van Cleve, a high-scoring game there, 49-20 win over Greene County. And then D'Iberville had only one returning senior coming into this season. Doesn't matter. Warriors getting the best of my alma mater, St. Stanislaus, 41-14. And then moving on, just a couple more here that we could find. This one's shocking. Gaucher, one of the best offenses on the coast, getting shut out at Provine, 6-0 in the fourth quarter. Third quarter score there, Stone leading St. Martin 13-12, and then Resurrection Catholic 35-0 final score over St. Patrick. And we will be back in 30 seconds with the WXXV play of the day.
Mississippians love football, and our high schools in South Mississippi like Gulfport, Moss Point, and Ocean Springs stay connected with their students, parents, and community by live streaming events, including football through WSN Live. WSN Live provides your school with everything you need for professional and seamless live streams that are easy for students to run. And your fans can watch online from anywhere on any device. With WSN Live, your school gets the right gear, a rock-solid network, and game-time tech support. Learn more at WSNLive.com.
And now, the play of the day. Brought to you by Cannon Motors of Mississippi.
You know, Dante Dowdell, it felt like he could have played college football last year, and this is just like an extra bonus year of just us getting to watch him plow over people as a high school senior. But that is your WXXV play of the day. Picayune's Dante Dowdell, bell cow running back. But you know what? I hadn't seen that pass rush jam touchdown run until the 10 o'clock show. That could have been, I don't know, that was a 1A, 1B kind of situation. So
He said, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there. No, I'm going to just go run Elio, and I'm going to
a little bit of a skirt.
Why not?
Yeah. So what was your favorite play? Was that your favorite play of the night?
I mean, he did it twice. He said, I did it once, why can't I do it again? So I'll give him 2 plays of the day.
Yeah, so your alma mater winning. Of course, we hope Harrison
Big
Central
highlight.
has some good luck going forward. Obviously, some still games not even final yet, so, check Twitter. Some final scores surely.
Figure it out.
Yeah, popping up. But anyway, some great action. The defending champs, still the defending champs. So Until week 2, we'll have more high school football right here on the Friday Night Showcase. For Ansley Brent, myself, Jeff Hager, we'll have more news, more weather after the break. Stay tuned.